Hello and welcome to another installment of Ghoulie Girls Beyond the Veil um, at Eleanor Ricketts Historic Estate and Gardens. So today, as we get started, I wanted to give a warning that, some of the content in this story may have some mature themes. There might be violence, there might be some horror and body horror themes. Um, there might be mentions of, different kind of horrible and terrible and um, haunting, traumatizing things that can happen to people. And we did talk about, things that we as a group are gonna not uh bring into the story based on our own lines and our own veils. Um, but other disturbing things may happen at Eleanor Ricketts Historic Estate and Gardens. Last time we had a little bit of like creepy creature horror. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it was pretty bad, but it wasn't too bad. Um,
It was fine.
but things can only, get more horrific when we're talking about cult. So,
Mm.
our five courageous ghoulie girls are hanging out at, the local kind of Mexican meat market down the road from the house. Uh, you have all um, you're all enjoying a decent, nutritious, and flavorful breakfast as you recover from the horror of the night before. Um, May, towards the end, you start to regain consciousness, and it's probably the smell of the food maybe that like wakes you the fuck up,
Yeah.
and you're kind of back in action. Right, so it's probably by this point maybe 8 a.m. or something, or no, let's say maybe a little bit later, maybe 9:30. What do you do?
Is this a general question or is this just for May now that she finally woke up?
Just for all of you.
Okay. Um, and we're still at the restaurant, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Cool. So, while we have been here, like I brought my journal, and was looking through some stuff because when we get back, after the events of both last night as well as our creepy stalker dude showing up, I would like to attempt to do a protection ritual on, um, like for
Ooh,
us, at the
okay.
house. So I'm looking through my notes in my journal for that and just kind of browsing and making sure, checking off, making sure that I have everything I need, kind of things like that
Did
while I
you just
launch.
did you mention the stalker guy in person just now? Like in
Huh.
character?
Yeah, yeah. Like,
What?
oh yeah, I forgot you were asleep. We should probably give her a rundown of that.
Yeah, Randall showed up. I don't.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have posted right away when we got there. But Violet took care of him.
Next time wake me up.
I mean, we were screaming, honey.
We kind of were.
Hold on.
There were.
It's okay. You needed your sleep.
You wouldn't have wanted me to be awake anyways.
Katie, or I'm sorry, Melly, you notice that you are able to um perform a ritual of protection You will have to kind of choose whether you want it to be more spiritual protection or more physical protection. So you have all of the things that you need, and you know that you can, like, especially using that eyeball you've got,
Yes.
you can really
Oh,
power it up. Um, Remember that with these things, there is sometimes a chance of failure,
yeah.
but you have what you need.
Cool. Um, so I would probably choose, I would think physical protection. I mean, I guess I would
Okay.
ask everybody, but I'm leaning more towards physical protection. I mean, we do have Randall, and then the entity that attacked was a physical thing. Um, you know, and then also, um, you know, we're not necessarily wanting to keep the spirit away, like we are there for a supposed spirit. So I wouldn't want to interfere with Vi's radio frequencies or my um my Ouija stuff going on this evening.
Cool.
So I think I would want to just make sure that we are all physically safe since we've physically been sort of kind of attacked twice at this point. And I would ask everybody if they would prefer that or the spiritual. Kind of let the group kind of vote which one they would prefer. Me attempt.
Will it make the rest of Randall's hair burn off?
I can certainly try.
I can
Make
make it
some
burn off.
make some things shrivel up. I don't know.
Yeah.
You want me to make it burn off?
We got you,
No
girl.
comment.
Just-
I know how to get
Deniability.
gasoline.
Just
Yeah,
like
about to say
aerosol deodorant and a lighter.
Yeah.
hairspray.
Yeah.
Yeah, our Ghoulie pop hairspray.
The only
Yes.
reason May owns hairspray.
Love it.
Yeah.
That too.
Okay. That's fair.
So which one would y'all prefer?
But also
Like-
for spiders.
oh yeah, that's a really
That
good
too.
point. You probably even have some spider spray that we could use too, like an aerosol spider
Probably.
spray.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Um,
You gotta burn them.
Yeah, you gotta burn them.
the only surefire way.
The
So
creepy
what,
twins come back and the entire house is burned to the ground, and we're just like, there was a spider.
There was a
Sorry.
spider.
You gotta burn it down.
So which would y'all prefer me to attempt? A physical or spiritual protection ritual?
I would lean towards physical just
Yeah.
because that way, like, if Shit for Brains comes back, which is her pet name for Randall, you know, just in case, like, you never know. Dude's not thinking right.
Out of character.
That's my
Really?
favorite expression. My mom used to use that all the time, and I love hearing somebody else say it.
Yeah.
Out of character, I have never seen Robin that fucking cutthroat, savage. It is very satisfying.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Is everybody else cool with physical protection
Yeah.
attempt then? All right. Then that's what I will attempt. We're all in agreement that that's the one I'll attempt. Again, I'm saying attempt because it may or may not
I believe in
succeed.
you.
Thanks.
Something that you know too, Melly, is that kind of looking at some of these instructions, you know that the resonant power of other, I mean, we won't call them other witches in this case, but other young women can help you to kind of like increase your chances of success. So mechanically, we can have the other Ghoulie girls roll, and if they roll well, they can kind of bump up your chances of success.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sounds fun. I like it.
You will need to be back at the house to perform.
Correct. Yes, yes. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure since we were already out, if I needed anything, I might see if I would have to look for it in this little town area. But
Let's
since I
say
have all the
like,
things,
I mean, let's say that I think that's really cute. I like that. So let's say that like you need a couple of like white candles, and
salt or something, I don't
well,
know.
conveniently you're like at a little meat market, and they have
Yeah.
this whole like brujeria
Thing,
like
yeah.
section,
Yes.
and so they have like candles, they have salt. They've got like those kind of glass votives with like the Virgin Mary on it.
Yep.
Perfect.
You never know.
The saint candles.
They
Yeah.
got saints.
Perfect.
Los Santos. Sorry. That was slightly demonic.
A little bit. Okay. So, May, you're up to date. You've kind of decided to do a little bit of like that protective witch work when you get back. Anything else before you head home? Or not home, but head to the home of Eleanor Ricketts.
I keep
No.
wanting to sing Eleanor Rigby.
Good. But we might get demonetized, so don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
More spider spray.
They've got spider spray on sale.
Heck yeah. Delia vibes or anything y'all are doing or wanting to do?
We got May with like black, like that black, like on her cheeks, right? Like like camouflage, and then like a can of spider spray in holsters, ready to go at any minute.
oh my god.
Found a tool belt that she
Tool belt. That's
Found
right.
it in a closet.
Nice, good. She's got her baseball bat, you know. She probably kept it in the car when they came over, so
Hell yeah.
She looked for any barbed wire to wrap around it.
Oh my god.
Right?
You just got some like
That's,
real long nails.
That's true. Nail it all the way through.
probably.
Mhm.
She's just so concerned right now.
You find, that there's like another little like next to this the brujeria section, there's like the home improvement section, and there's like like you can buy a handful of galvanized nails.
Oh no.
We're coming for this dude. And the creepy
Yeah.
spider crab things.
Yeah.
You go for that?
Yeah, sure. Like, why not?
It's kind of like in a video game where you like add two pieces of like the recipe, nails, bat,
Yeah.
and now it's like nails,
Upgraded it.
bat with nails. Yeah, you will definitely do a lot more damage if you hit with this bat.
Hell yeah.
It's fantastic.
All right, are we loading up into the van and heading back?
I think so.
Any opposition to that?
I think we're good.
All right. We head back. It's now maybe 10 a.m. What's next?
Probably checking over the footage that she missed.
Do you want to do your protective ritual before or after you review the footage?
Good question.
I feel like since she missed what was going on, like she could probably be looking over that and like I'm setting up and getting ready, and then whenever I'm ready, like to perform the ritual, then I'll be like, "Hey, come over here for just a minute," and then just kind of interrupt her, and she could go back. That way, she can kind of get to see what we saw that she didn't
Okay.
see because she was conked out.
Okay. So you see the altercation with Randall. And you're up to date.
And
She's
I
just
guess
mad.
she mad. She big
She's
mad.
just mad. Inner scum.
All right. Well, I guess should I roll first for my dabbler in the occult?
First, let's
Or let it-
see if folks will help you.
Okay.
So, you have instructions on what to do. You've got your chalk, you've got your candles, you've got your salt, you've got your eyeball. You know that you'll have to create a chalk design on these historical hardwood floors.
It's fine. I
Li-
clearly don't care because I'm over here like I would have set things on fire in this very old
Light
house.
candles.
Oh,
And
look, it's a broken doll. Let me step around that because I don't care.
there's a very easy chant. And you know that if the other, if your friends can master this chant, then they can help or they can provide, some resonance to the work. Um, if you would like to help Melly perform this ritual, you can roll the help action. You'll be rolling with soul.
With soul.
I want to roll, but she doesn't really mean it.
I'm not surprised.
And I think Melly knows.
Wait,
Yeah.
where's the help roll?
Helping or hindering, I think, is what it's called. I
Helping
think
or hindering.
Oh, I see. So I just roll that. And soul.
Partial success for everyone so far.
Okay.
Not bad though. So
Yeah.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna get a +4 to your roll when you
So,
open. Oh, I'm sorry.
question.
Yeah.
Because Delia doesn't really mean it. Is it technically a -1?
Yeah.
So I do like a +3 then.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
She'll
Okay.
stand here and say it, but she's not gonna say it with any sort of feeling. She's like, I mean, whatever. I guess I could say it.
Like the Pledge
No.
of Allegiance, you know?
Well, that's not a +3. That's a +2
Yeah.
Oh,
because it's a negative.
Yeah.
I will say this. The type of spell it is, like, you don't really need to have that much intent. The question is, did you say the words right?
mm.
And they were just right enough for it to work. So we'll go with
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Damn, Magpie, fucking vicious. Okay.
Listen, I'm just
You're right. I mean,
saying.
you're
Got
right.
They're
It's
both
just spooky
vicious.
shit.
You're right.
If you don't fucking mean it, shit goes wrong.
So, Melly, you can add at the top of your sheet, there's a situational modifier, like little number. So you can change that to 4. And then you can click on your dabbler in the occult advantage to roll it.
Hold on. I'm still looking for that you spoke of.
The situational modifier is like at the top to the left of your name.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I wasn't scrolled up. So you said +4.
Mhm.
And then dabbler in the occult. Roll it. Boom.
A beautiful round success.
Yay.
So you kind of perform all of the steps correctly. This isn't like Harry Potter or whatever, where like when you get the spell correct, there's like a splash of like
It's all
of
sparkly.
sparks or whatever, but you and Vi are able to feel that like kind of like sort of like resonance in the space. Whenever any of you roll to avoid harm or endure injury while you're in this house or on the grounds, you will add a +1.
Sweet. And that's
Even-
the situational thing, right? That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I not, though? Because I wasn't.
Y'all are like really like
I'm just
asking for
We were protecting.
handicaps.
We were protecting everyone.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
we put
so
something on our.
Melly's intent was for everybody to be protected,
Oh.
including
Okay.
Even if you don't believe it or not.
Even the non-believer.
Sean the
So,
non-believer.
John.
so for now, there's nothing to kind of mess with on the sheet. We'll just try to remember it, or you can make a note on your sheet
Okay.
somewhere. But so whenever we act under pressure, or whenever we avoid harm, we're gonna add one. No, I'm sorry. Whenever we avoid harm or endure injury, we'll add one. All right, beautiful. So it's now, you've you've created this ritual. In order to have it be maintained, you've got to kind of let it stand. What room did you do this in?
I would say probably somewhere like central. I mean, I would even go so far as to say maybe like the foyer, something
Okay.
centrally located to where like the effects were felt all throughout, the whole entire area of like the
Okay.
house. Like,
Put it in the foyer.
so
And it's the morning is sort of wrapping up. You're moving into the afternoon. What else would you all like to do as we approach the afternoon?
I just want to prepare her back because she's a little scared not only of shit for brains coming back, but also because those critters were not fun to play with. Like that critter was not fun to play with the eyeball thing. So she wants to be prepared with something since that seemed to take physical damage.
Perfect. So you go into your inventory and you combine the two items, and you have a beautiful bat with nails in it. You find a hammer somewhere, in the house to like prepare it.
wherever May found that tool belt.
Wherever they found that tool belt
She
in
had
some
a hammer with
utility
it.
closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to go look for the garden now since it's daytime
Yeah.
and now I feel better because I felt the effects of the protection stuff. So I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I feel like I'm safe to walk around and go find this pretty garden that I wanted to go look for.
Yeah, you move out, through towards the back of the house, through the historical kitchen. There's like kind of like these velvet ropes kind of marking your way, guiding your way out of the house. The kitchen, of course, everything is historical, antique, fragile, and the velvet ropes guide you to the um, the back door that opens up into the garden. There is sort of like a small manicured area right outside the kitchen door. And then beyond that, there's a path that leads out into this sort of sprawling garden area. Uh, there's very kind of basic topiary, nothing too like elaborate, maybe mostly like geometric shapes, kind of bubbles or sphere spherical bushes. There's kind of delicate white kind of white marble, or I don't know. I'm saying alabaster as in just like the color, not the material. I don't know what material it would be, but plaster or whatever. These beautiful white like romantic or classical sculptures of like, I don't know, Roman goddesses, kind of amongst the hedges and the topiary. Further, all the way at the end of it, there's like a taller hedge and a drop down to the bayou that flows behind the house.
There's a bike by the house. That's awesome. Cool. Well, I'm just gonna be moseying around. I might take a couple pictures of like the, the different topiaries and statues and things because they're pretty. I don't know.
Yeah.
And wander around there a little bit before making my way back into the house with everyone else. We haven't really explored other parts of the house, so I might eventually make my way to the library.
Okay. What are other folks doing?
I would be hesitant to go back to the nursery right away. So she's going to check out the ballroom and kind of see what that's about.
I would definitely go with Vi to the ballroom.
Okay. So the two of you head to the second floor. Let's see. The ballroom, the ballroom, the ballroom. All right. Anybody else tagging along for the ballroom? Okay. So the two of you head up, the kind of creaking wooden stairs that you followed up to the nursery, and you pass it up, kind of you kind of tiptoe around its sort of like spooky um the spooky aura it's emanating, and a few doors down there's like these big double doors, and they open up to this kind of big open room. There's kind of like at the edges of the room there's small circular tables, antique, um with kind of like uncomfortable looking antique chairs. And there's like a plaque that explains that, this is uh the um where Eleanor would sort of host these parties or whatever to solicit funds for her many charitable activities, and that her parties were attended by some of the most wealthy and powerful women of the era.
Hmm. Can Vi use her enhanced awareness to see if she senses anything about the place?
Hell yeah. Beautiful.
Okay.
So Vi, you kind of do a little bit of that, um like Raven Simone, like you walk in, hand up to your temple, like allowing the or do you take a seat? That
She
might be
takes a
safer
seat.
for
She's
you.
very much like,
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down when I do this stuff.
Safety first. Got it. So, you kind of take a seat, get comfortable, get meditative, and you envision um the like this montage of all of these beautiful, glittering, fashionable parties hosted in this space, uh, of like these elite Texans, particularly charitable, wealthy Texan women in, kind of elaborate turn of the century garb. Um, and kind of at the center of the space, you kind of notice this kind of reddish glow, like this like as if there was a red spotlight being shined onto this sort of like central space of the ballroom. And you can see over the years as like dancers like swing through that space, suddenly their countenance drops and they look suddenly sad or worried. Um, Sometimes they seem to become enraged, and like an argument or a fight breaks out. You see this space as sort of a hot spot for some some kind of like emanating force that you can relate to the purgatory where the creature came from. And while you're sort of using your intuition or your enhanced, what is it, your enhanced awareness, you see that spot remains even now. When your enhanced awareness sort of fades, it's no longer there.
I would share this information with Opal just because she would want to make sure that they're kind of avoiding that area of the room if they haven't already stepped in there.
Okay.
And then she's like, okay, so we need to probably get some people up here or check this out with the group. I don't feel safe doing this just by myself after last night.
Opal, you would kind of recall too that like the ballroom is where there would often be like apparitions of women in like historical garb being seen at like, the witching hour or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so she might see if the group's willing to revisit it at the witching hour just to see like what's different.
Just out of curiosity, do we like just text each other or do we have like
I
walkie-talkies
feel like
or
we have
something?
walkie-talkies.
Okay, just curious. So, like, because if we're in
So-
different spaces, like that's
Yeah. So Opal would kind of check in with the others and just say, hey, we got some potential in the ballroom, but maybe a little later. Where's everyone else at? Over.
10-4. I'm going to the library.
Alone?
No, I'm
Yeah.
following her.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm coming in from the garden, and she said she's going to the library. So I'm like, cool, me too. So.
I don't even know why I asked. Over. We'll be there.
I mean, that's a very good point. I don't know why you asked either. We knew where she was going.
We'll be right there.
Okay, bye. Over.
Over.
Is there now a group of 4 heading to the library?
Yeah, like we're gonna meet up and go to the library.
Okay.
And then
No,
I
No,
can
I'm
tell
not
us.
going to the library.
What are you doing?
She's watching the cameras.
Are
I'm
you?
gonna take an EMF reader and go to the bridal suite.
by
Ooh.
yourself?
It's during the day.
During the day and ghosts aren't real.
Yeah, it's fine.
There wasn't just a spider
With an eyeball.
with an
like a human.
eyeball and crab and spider and
Yeah,
that didn't happen last night. That was just a
It's-
group
it's
hallucination.
fine. Well, we saw that it was like it's normal for this area, so it's fine.
Oh
It's
yeah,
fine,
it's just
everything's
some
fine.
undiscovered species. It's fine.
Happens every day in the rainforest.
I'm sorry, this is peak
Demon
like
spiders with eyeballs?
like flat earther stuff right here.
I'm
don't
sure
know.
there's
I
like
love
5 different species in the Amazon of human eyeball spiders. We just haven't discovered them yet.
Exactly.
So, as the four of you, well, the three of you actually, Vi is not participating. As the three of you brutally bully your friend over the radio,
She's used to it.
she's used to it.
I love
Um,
you, Delia.
the three of you kind of move. Oh, I'm sorry. The four of you move to the library, and Delia moves to the bridal suite. Let's start with the library.
So I kind of want to do just a cursory like sweep and see what kind of books this lady has. If they're all like Jesus books, because we're in East Texas
You're
or
more than
whatever.
welcome to. So, okay, so I will kind of give you like the surface thing, and then you can roll to
Okay.
like find more. So, the surface thing is, she was an educated lady. So, it's really not just like, how to be a good Christian wife books. It's like there's texts on philosophy, medicine, the sort of cutting edge in what was like developing as psychology. There's texts on um like botanical studies. She was very interested in um like maintaining a beautiful and exotic garden. Um so that's kind of what you find. I mean, there's no marks, right? Like there's no working solidarity kind of stuff in there. But, you know, she wasn't just only interested in being like a devout housewife or whatever. She seemed to have like these interests. So you're welcome to roll probably investigation. And if all four of you are kind of digging through these books, all of you are welcome to roll.
Yeah.
Ooh, May. Ooh,
Oh,
a nice round 20. I love it. Opal
this is real
and
good.
Melly, I'm so sorry. Okay. So we'll get to Opal and Melly in a second. And
You're the
Vi,
people person.
yeah.
These aren't people,
Oh,
these are
failure.
books.
So Vi, Opal, and Melly just not
Not
cutting it.
vibing.
But May, you know libraries.
Yeah.
Not only that there's like a system to the way things are organized, which you're able to clock right away, like the way different categories are kind of organized. But you know that there's often things in libraries that are like hidden to the casual observer, that sometimes if you're careful and you're curious and you're lucky, you can uncover, things that are unexpected. So as you're kind of feeling up, as you're kind of feeling your way through a particular shelf, you notice that there's like a hollow backing on the bookshelf.
Yeah, that's what I was actually wanting to find out if there was a hinge.
And you're able to kind of click it and like slide it open. And in that space is extremely dusty and clotted with cobwebs.
Oh no!
5 or 6 spiders come skittering out of the space. Go ahead and roll to keep it together. Sometimes when you win, you lose.
Partial success. Partial success.
So go ahead and take 1 stability damage. What feeling? What feeling would you like
Oh,
to?
we're terrified.
Okay, scared.
Yeah, scared.
And
Yeah, that.
you are at this point kind of feeling kind of shaken after everything that's happened, and you make this great discovery, and then fuck, spiders! How do you react?
Spiders. Do I really have a tool?
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my god!
Literally just like taking out that spider spray then.
Okay, so you jump back, like double wielding the sprays,
Yeah.
soaking
All these books.
delicate and ancient,
Just me,
books
guys.
They didn't know they were there in the first
and
place.
poison.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're getting the other books that were like already in the shelf.
Oh,
It is aerosol after all.
it'll dry.
And
They're never
once
gonna
Are
us
the
back here.
spiders dead?
they're never gonna let you back anywhere.
I was about to say it's clearly not just me causing shit with this house. Okay, yeah, I feel better.
The,
Literally
the
like broke like 2 different things
Stop.
upstairs already.
opal
Drew a
is
chalk
like,
circle
"You
downstairs.
guys, we're not supposed to be breaking stuff.
What is happening? Why are you spraying the book?
You like
Spiders are on the books.
you kind of
Get away
like
from the spiders. I'll move them.
you motion, and there's like 6 kind of like small spiders curled up on their backs on the shelf,
She
and
definitely
right behind
saw
it,
them as like tarantula sized.
hand-sized, right?
Yes.
And
God.
in the basically like almost like cocooned in cobweb is a book.
Ripping.
Okay,
Some
Opal
wet
is gonna go in
cobwebs.
there with like her
Wet.
long coffin-shaped nails and just kind of like pick the cobweb out of the way, and then just like shake her hands, and then
That
pull the book out.
is clever.
Well, Elizabeth's character is over here going, gross.
I mean, that's gross.
I mean, it is gross. You're not
It's
even wrong.
fucking disgusting, but
But Opal does what needs to be done.
yeah.
So
She's a real
this is a big motherfucking deal because you have uncovered the diary
God damn it. That's what I wanted to look for.
of Eleanor Ricketts.
But I'm glad we found it nonetheless. But that is definitely what I was looking for with my investigation that I failed.
It looks like a diary, guy.
Let's read it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Are we reading
Over
it
the
out loud?
walkie-talkie. We found the diary. Let's read it. Let's crack this bitch open.
Delia, do you stay in the bridal suite, or do you head back down to check out this diary?
No, I haven't investigated the bridal suite yet, so I'm gonna do the bridal suite, and I want to do the music room while I'm up here too.
Oh my god!
We're
She's just
phasmophobia
going.
mode.
Yeah,
Phasmophobia mode. Okay.
It's daylight. Our sanity's not dropping right now.
that's right.
Mine
It's-
did.
Everything's okay in the daylight.
May said, "Speak for yourself, buddy."
6. This big.
This big.
All right. So
The
y-
opal-
But,
opals
like,
in the-
they were like,
Yeah, she's behind you going. Oh.
you
"Bit bored on him a dime."
open up this journal, and like a lot of it is kind of what you would expect from a high society lady, talking about her social her like social
Calendar.
yeah, her social calendar, right? The things that she does to support her charities. She has donated money to set up schools, to hospitals, to seed research into mental illness and mental health, for to alleviate poverty, all kind of stuff. And all of that is, it's kind of what you already know, a lot of that stuff. But you also find some interesting entries about an individual whose um, initials are NS. A lot of these entries are like a little bit intimate. Like today, NS brought me a bouquet of flowers. It brightened my day. Today, NS didn't even look at me. It was um it was painful to not enjoy that attention. Today, NS agreed to stay on for another year. I'm overjoyed. Today, NS is dead.
Whoa.
Okay.
And there's like spaces of years in between these entries.
Servant? Is there any like
Yeah.
indication on whether or not they would be a servant or not? Or just
Not in this text, but three of you failed on your investigation checks. You're welcome to pay a price for more information.
Yeah,
I
how
would pay a
much do
tea
you
was
price.
the tea?
Okay. Vi and Opal, you're willing to pay prices?
Yeah, Vi has no reason here, so she's
Okay.
That's
gonna do
true.
some
I don't.
stupid shit.
Yeah, I have -1 reason, so I might as well do that. Yeah, my observe
I
a
have
situation would
-2.
be fantastic. My investigate, not so much.
Okay. Okay.
She's a dumbass. We'll just go over that.
So we'll start with Vi. Vi, your kind of best way or your best method of investigation is your kind of preternatural ability to kind of see what is unseen or whatever. And as you uh open up your mind to uh oh man, okay, wait, I think I'm okay. As you open up your mind to kind of really understand the words of Eleanor Ricketts, you find that that aperture, like it keeps sort of stretching and stretching, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, something is trying to get into my brain. Go ahead and roll your disadvantage for involuntary medium.
Success.
Okay. You force out whatever force it is. You recognize it as a human spirit, a feminine human spirit, and you're left behind with the idea that that woman, that younger woman that you saw in the nursery, might be NS.
I immediately share this information that there was a presence. For some reason, it feels like it might have been NS. She's just like kind of shaking a little bit just because, trying to fight it off. It took a little bit of energy from her, it took a little bit of nerve, but she kind of looks around and waits to hear everyone's reaction.
So, like, from the nursery?
Yeah, the younger of the two women.
And they were crying when you saw them before, right?
Right, I don't understand.
She was gay.
She was totally gay, guy.
I love this woman.
And they may or may not have kidnapped a child that died. I'm just saying.
And something got kind of mad about it because they ended up on the other side of the room.
It's probably
Damn
a
it,
fucking
bitch.
man.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I bet you she had a Randall.
Fuck
And
Randall.
Randall killed Nellie. 'Cause I'm naming her Nellie because I don't want to call her NS. It sounds weird.
So I'm gonna say between Melly and Opal. Wait, let me think. Okay, between Melly and Opal, you two are able to find a book that lists a bunch of the the
People who
servants.
work there.
Yeah.
Okay. That was going to be like my next thing is like, can I find the house book, the records of
Yeah.
like.
Try to cross-reference, find someone with the names that have
With
NS.
initials and S.
Yes, the initials, not names.
And the name NS is or the one person with those initials you can find is Natalia Savoy.
Ooh.
I like that name. Do the records indicate anything else about this person? Like age, anything
What
like
her
that?
position was.
Yeah.
Natalia Savoy at the time of this record was 25 and had and was pregnant.
Pregnant, not married.
There's no indication that she was married.
Okay.
And her position at the house?
She was a maid.
Bye. Did you, when you saw the thing in the nursery, was there a baby?
No baby that I saw.
They did say something about there being like laughter though coming from that room.
But in the
Right.
vision, they were crying, and if they didn't see a baby, then it makes me wonder
Yeah.
if she lost the baby or it was taken in some way.
You said that she was
Oh,
probably
by the spider things?
Maybe. Or the Randall, the father.
Spider things are Randall. Means we have to kill them.
Okay.
Cat.
So as the four of you are kind of piecing together this very Texan, very turn of the century, very gay puzzle, we have Delia in the bridal suite.
Mm.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
She would go with like what is it? Those field EMFs.
Yeah.
Detector?
Yeah.
Okay. You're setting up the EMF like detector or whatever.
Yeah, to kind of like, because you know how sometimes EMF will go off if there's high levels of electricity or
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
that's her way of like, is there electricity? That's why I like doing this stuff during the day, kind of at night. You can be like, oh, well, during the day, these were the levels, and at night, they're different, you know?
Cool.
Baseline.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the bridal suite. You take a baseline. Everything seems normal as far as you can tell.
And I kind of snoop around in the drawers.
Yeah, roll your investigate roll.
Because it's an old house. Success.
A beautiful success. So, I'm gonna give you something and then you can ask questions about it.
Okay.
So you are digging around in the you are digging around in like some drawers. There's like a vanity with like um with like a drawer that kind of slides out from underneath, and you discover like a variety of like little trinkets, a handheld mirror, a locket, and a pillbox.
Is there anything inside the locket?
You open up a locket, and there is a picture of a young woman and a child. The child is so young, like toddler age, so it's like hard to say what gender it is. But kind of a woman on the other side.
I'd hold on to that to take it downstairs to show the ladies.
Okay.
Is there, I'm sorry, you said there was a pillbox, and what was the
Mhm.
other item?
And a handheld mirror.
Is there anything weird about their items? Is there anything in the pillbox?
Yeah, you pop open the pillbox, and it's full of Xanax.
Hell yeah.
Like turn of the century Xanax? Or like
No, Mama,
modern.
modern
Xanax.
Xanax.
Okay.
About to say so, like meth, or
No.
we're gonna do meth about
Opium?
So somebody sleeps in this room, even though we were told not to sit on the bed?
Well,
Was it
somebody
me?
that works here is addicted to Xanax
Oh,
and is stashing it, is what you would assume.
okay.
You
Put
know
that
that
back in.
your best friend. Oh, wait. Not
Yeah.
wait, are you friends with the
Yes.
with Melly?
Yeah, we besties.
You know that Melly's addicted to Xanax?
Well, yeah, opiates of varying
Opiates.
degrees.
Yeah.
Oh, is there an adjoining bathroom to this room?
There isn't. There's like a bathroom on the first floor that's like a modern bathroom for
Okay.
the visitors.
I want to put the Xanax in my pocket, like dump them out so I can flush
Mhm.
them down the toilet later. So Melly, just in case she finds them, shouldn't be
Oh,
taking
thanks for
other
taking
people's
care of
drugs.
Causes dirt wars and stuff.
And then the
Melly,
hand mirror.
Melly, we're gonna take a beat and we'll go back to Melly for a moment.
Okay.
And you hear a voice in your head, clear as a bell. It's sort of like it sounds like a dog or like a wild pig or something pretending to be a person, pretending to be a woman, and you hear Delia is hiding something from you.
Oh, shit.
Okay, and then we'll move back to Delia.
Yeah.
Oh, snitch.
I
So you
know,
head
right?
downstairs.
Oh no, I wanted before I left the room,
Okay.
the mirror.
Snitch.
Is there anything interesting about the mirror?
You note that the mirror is engraved with Eleanor Ricketts' initials.
Okay, I'll just leave it.
Are you going
Yeah.
straight downstairs or are you going to the music room? Because you said you wanted to do that too.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted to go to the music room next. I would leave the pills in my pocket and go to the music room.
You head to the music room and you take readings.
Yeah.
Normal readings. There's a variety of like an antique cello, some like old horns, an antique piano with like delicate sheets of like sheet music. Everything's kind of roped off behind ropes. Um, and nothing seems to be out of order here.
What else is on the? Can I visit the nursery during the day? Is that okay?
You
It's
certainly can.
it's on the second
I
floor
mean,
too.
You're making your rounds.
Yes, it is.
Head to the nursery.
Yeah.
I just want to like get on the walkie-talkie and ask if she's okay. Find anything? You okay? Since I know she's hiding
Find
something.
anything?
Yeah.
I found a locket with a I'm gonna bring it down. It has a photo of a child and a young woman.
Cool. Is that it?
I'm just gonna check the nursery. Ignored. Just gonna check the nursery and then I'll be down.
You hear, she lies.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so you check in the nursery. There's shattered, porcelain on the floor, from, the couple of things that have been knocked over. There's no evidence of the gross thing that was there. Here in the nursery, Delia, you feel a similar feeling like you did as you were kind of driving towards the house. You feel dread, like you're really not supposed to be here, coupled with a pull, like someone is like reaching into like into your body and like dragging you into the nursery. Not literally exactly, but you feel it, right? Like this drive to get into this space.
I like get further into the room.
Yeah. Do
I'm
you
gonna-
do you follow that drive? Do you go in?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's probably like, it's my drive. I want to go in. Nothing weird about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you for like for a moment you feel like the world is dissolving around you, like like you're fainting, and yet you remain upright. Everything sort of fades to black, and you feel for a moment like you can suddenly see through all of the walls. You see your friends down, gathered down at the library. You see all of the different rooms in the house. Towards the ballroom, you can see this like pulsing um, red light. It's more like an unlight, like a source that drains and absorbs and consumes. And you see it cascading like a river down towards you, under you, and down towards like the edge of the nursery into the earth. And there's a voice, much like the voice that spoke to Melly, that says, "You're finally here." Go ahead and roll to keep it together.
Okay.
Yes, I was hoping she wouldn't. I wanted to see how this is gonna go.
Go ahead and take two stability damage.
I'm distressed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Take a Zanny.
Oh, that's
You've got
true.
Zanny in your pocket.
You are prepared.
Yeah, you do have Zanny in your pocket.
Terrible influence. I'm sorry.
The world seems to kind of like return to normalcy around you. What do you do?
I think she'd like immediately leave that room, and that she's probably not going to go back to that room ever again.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell any of us that you felt that and heard that?
No.
I didn't think so.
Of course not.
That would be admitting that it exists.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yep.
Do the four of you continue to convene in the library and wait for Delia to bring the locket?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think, the only two places on the first floor to really investigate are the library and the ballroom, and we already had those to investigate. We'll be returning to the ballroom later.
Okay. Melly, you hear in her pockets. And Delia, do you show the
Or
locket?
do you go straight
Oh,
to
yeah.
the library?
You know what? I think I would have forgotten what was in my pocket, and when it comes,
Aha.
be back with the girls, because
Yeah,
now
I
I'm
think that makes sense.
scared.
You good?
Yeah.
So is the locket in the same pocket as the pills? Like,
Ooh.
when you
Probably
pull it
not.
out?
They're probably in two different pockets.
Well, guess what? We're gonna make you roll for it, Delia.
Okay.
You're gonna roll for to act under pressure, and if you succeed, then you kept them in different pockets. If you failed, then you didn't.
No,
So as you are pulling the locket out of your pocket, like all of these bars stick to your hands and clatter to the floor in front of everyone.
Oh, she would admit, there was a vintage pill container with these in them. Wanted to get rid of it.
Wanted to get rid of them in your pocket? Interesting
put them
place
in
to
my
get.
pocket to flush them, but I came here first. And then she would look at you, Melly.
It's just like if you need some Xanax, it's okay, but maybe don't take that many.
Yeah,
But
take
like,
it from
we don't
someone who
really know
knows.
if they're actually Xanax, and they were in a really old cell container.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for those of us in the know, it's
Well,
like
I was about to say, it's
it's
obvious.
very obvious, yeah, what they are.
And y'all have like seen mine and stuff, I'm sure, at
Yes,
some
yeah.
point. So like it's not a big leap for her to know that.
Right, right. It's not like a generic pill look. Like it looks very specific.
It looks like a Zanny.
Yeah.
It looks like a Zanny.
What if
Zanny
it's
stamped on it.
expired though?
You what?
Yeah, but you don't
What if
know
it's
if there's like,
expired?
yeah, and you don't know if they
Exactly.
put like arsenic powder on it or something.
Mama, an addict don't care if it's
I'm not
And
saying.
that's
expired.
why I'm going to flush them. I wanted peanut in my
Okay,
really.
give us the locket and you go flush the.
Uh, Melly, you realize that you're out.
Of course I am. So I want to see. So some of those fell on the floor, and I want to kind of like, while she's picking them up, kind of like move a couple
Hide
under,
it under
like,
your foot.
yeah, for
Roll
myself.
to act under pressure.
Okay. Damn it.
Cool.
Melly, what are you doing?
I'm gonna smack her foot away and grab those
She's trying to
books.
pick them up.
You
Did step on
accidentally
her
step
fingers?
on Delia's finger.
Melly,
I didn't
Not
mean to.
okay.
What? I was gonna
Melly,
help
go
pick them
stand
up.
over there so you don't step on her again.
Okay, sure.
Melly, go
Yeah,
ahead
maybe
and take
someone else can help her.
take one
Let's-
stability
stability.
damage
Okay.
as you realize that your stash is reduced.
Do I
Yeah.
take an injury because you stepped on
Oh my God.
I will not let you take. I will not force you to make rolls for that one. That would be great, but
I
no.
didn't like curb, like I didn't stomp on it. I just
Right,
stepped
right.
on it a little bit.
Maybe she wanted to stomp.
I
this
did,
point.
but everyone was
Mad at me.
watching, so
And you hear at the back of your head, Melly, some friend. And
Ghost is savage.
real.
As Deli stands up, she goes, "You know I love you, Melly. I just don't want you taking any strange pills you find in the house." And then I leave the room.
do you make a beeline for the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. So like Melly knows like they getting flushed.
Yeah.
Unless she accidentally dropped one by the toilet.
Oh my gosh.
Drug addicts don't care. They will snort stuff off a toilet. What do you expect them to worry about? You dropped it on the floor.
Exactly. All right. So as we recover from this kind of moment of tension and conflict between the Ghoulie girls, let's take a little break. Is that okay with folks?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do 5 minutes for a bio break. Thank you, John. All right, we're back. So, there's a little bit of tension, a little bit of weirdness happening. Um, there's, we have readings for kind of baseline readings for some of the spaces upstairs. We've done a little bit of investigation in the library and the ballroom, and especially in the bridal suite. Um, now, um, the next thing that I want to ask you on. Oh, the locket. So, Delia, you flush the pills, you come back out, the locket. You present it to the group.
Yes.
Vi, you immediately identify that woman in the locket as the woman in your vision.
I definitely share that information with the group.
So now everyone has an idea of what Natalia Savoy looked like. Um, dark hair, light skin, and there's kind of like a toddler on the other side of the locket.
Does it look like it could be related to her?
Yeah, they look like they could be related.
Lady cute, though.
What's that?
Is the
Lady
lady cute, though?
Oh, I thought you said, is the baby cute? I'm like, babies
No.
are generally
Elizabeth,
That's-
one priority. Is the lady cute?
cute.
We
Uh,
have to know.
Yeah, she is, she's beautiful, of course.
She cute.
That like way where like everyone from the Victorian era is like somehow beautiful. Like,
Yeah,
does it
it's
feel
given a
like
little
that?
bit that. She doesn't look, by the way, she doesn't look like soft and frail. She doesn't. She looks a little bit sturdier than,
Okay.
she's not some waif or whatever.
Not the wasting away Victorian type.
Right.
Okay.
She's no May.
She's a working class Victorian.
Well, a lot of Texans have that kind of Germanic heritage, like peasant Germanic heritage.
Yup.
There's a robustness, a strength that, you know, that is part of that heritage. Um, and beautiful, smooth skin framed by dark hair.
Was there anything
They
on the locket,
photoshopped it.
like an initial or anything, or was it just a plain chain locket?
Yeah, the back of the locket has NS engraved.
So most likely that's her child. And do we think the locket belonged to NS or was it given as a gift to oh gosh, what's her name?
Eleanor?
Eleanor. Okay, I knew it started with an E. So yeah, like Vi would just kind of post that to the group and kind of see what everyone thinks.
I mean, it could have potentially belonged to her,
Looks like her.
and then when she died, maybe Eleanor took it. Because the diary said that she died before Eleanor did.
Yeah, but what if it's just like Eleanor's? Why would Natalia have a locket of herself? And
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like maybe it was initially like given to Natalia as a gift, and she had like picture of her child in it, and then she died, And
But
Eleanor
yeah.
took it back and put a picture of Natalia in it.
Oh.
Or is that doing too much? I don't know.
Sounds like I mean, in my opinion, that's doing too much because I don't think they changed the pictures out very much back then. I don't know. I feel like this is it.
Well,
Is
and
it
And
also,
she seems to have liked
Yeah.
the Natalia enough to build a nursery for a kid
It's
that's
not
not
even
hers,
hers.
but it's hers. They were roommates.
right?
There
Very
was
good
only one
friends.
bed.
There was only one bed. Well, there's two because there's one for the kid.
True. Don't know if they could all fit in that.
So, I don't know if this would be enhanced awareness or magical intuition, but like, can I see if there's any vibes I'm getting from the locket? Like, if there's any energy attached to it?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. You can. Oh, okay. So let's see. Give me one moment.
Or maybe even also me observe a situation. See if we had what situation we had going on. Situation.
I would
They
say
were roommates.
V and Melly. You can actually use observe a situation
Okay.
to
Success and a failure.
Fuck is wrong with me?
The dice don't like you.
Ooh,
Because I need my drugs and I'm over here itching and having issues.
yeah, Melly, you're like kind of using your, like you're trying to use your little witch intuition to like glean something out of this, but you are feeling nervous, you're feeling a little bit of an itch, you're feeling a little irritation, right, at your dear friend who very well-meaningly and with a lot of love is keeping you from what you want. And so you might be able to access something, but it'll come at a cost. Meanwhile, Vi, um, instead of asking from like this list of questions, I can just give you something about this.
That works.
Okay. So you are able to kind of easily envision that moment when Eleanor does present this locket with the picture of an infant to Natalia Savoy. As this exchange happens, their hands kind of linger together, and Eleanor helps Natalia to, you know, clip it behind the nape of her neck. Um, you are also able to see a moment of great grief as Natalia rips the locket away, tears streaming down her face. You get a very strong idea that, the child did not survive. And then the final kind of image is of Eleanor kind of picking this up, this um this locket up at from a jeweler or whatever, with the chain repaired and with a picture of Natalia inserted into it.
So I summarized kind of what I saw. That it was Natalia's locket given by Eleanor, but I think she lost the child. I think that's why we didn't see a baby, because the child just didn't make it. There wasn't a baby to be born.
Mm.
Or no, the baby was born. The baby
Mhm.
was born. But the baby just something happened to it. Maybe something that's preventing us from seeing it.
Melly, that voice wants to give you more, if you'll let it.
I think I will let it because I'm a little I'm irritated. Obviously, no matter how well-meaning, drug addicts are going to be mad about not getting their drugs. So I'm like irritated at Delia.
I'll show you.
Yeah, and I'm also now feeling a little irritated at Vi, because she's picking up stuff and I'm struggling, and so now
Mhm.
like it's like making me like even more like fussy.
Yeah, I love that.
So I
So
will let that voice in.
I uh I didn't take that child. Mundane disease did.
Okay.
But the hopelessness, the horror of it feeds us. And in turn, we collect.
Okay. So I'm determining whether or not I want to share all of that or if I just want to share that it was, yeah, I picked up that the child died because of disease. And I think in my moment of irritation, I think that's all I want to share. That I, was able to determine that that's what happened to the child, that they died from a disease, passed away.
So, May is making notes for the fan fiction. How does Opal react to like this piecing together of information?
I mean, like that was kind of like her idea
Mhm.
to begin with, that like the locket was Natalia's, and then something happened to the kid. But like now she's confused, like who's the toddler? Because you said, or was like the baby was born and then lived a couple years
Yeah,
and then died. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, they still like came out. They didn't die in there.
Yeah, but like when you say baby, I'm thinking like less than a year old.
So I have a very poor vocabulary when it comes to talking about children. Andy, don't judge me. Um, but I'm I the to me a baby probably could be anything from like 0 to
Anything
4
in a
years old.
diaper.
I'm so sorry. So the toddler is the baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so then like that totally tracks. So she's like, okay, I'm getting it, and then like, so gay, right? Totally gay. Like that was their gay baby, and there's
Wait,
some
what does that
bad.
mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
You
That
see,
was
when two women love each other very much,
A baby
power
just
of love.
manifests itself
Yeah,
out
I was
of
about
that
to say the
love.
baby could just appear in the womb. Like what?
It's
I
parthenogenesis.
I think that I want it to be very canon that Opal is seriously trying to figure out how these two women had a baby together.
I love it. Let's go for it.
May's still
Well-
just taking notes.
No,
Like, is
but
that
like
the
getting-
twist?
no, okay,
It's
but
getting
guys,
into
the
Omegaverse
story. So you
territory.
have this widow who's lonely and never had children, and she takes on this maid who's pregnant and unmarried, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna have a baby. Let me help you." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah.
Builds a nursery, falls in love with the maid. They become roommates, and they have this baby together, and they raise her together, and then something terrible happens, and everything falls apart.
It was just the chicken pox.
Right? It was
Probably.
literally like
Yeah.
the flu.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know
Yeah.
who the dad is. Unless we're
But,
going
like-
with it, she manifested this baby with the power of love. But
Yes.
lesbian love.
I mean, maybe she did though. Like, she was sitting there, like, writing in her journal, like, manifesting, that she wanted love and she wanted children. And here comes Natalia with both.
Celia
I was
just
for a second. I was like,
I
wait a
was
minute. This is giving
where are
Hannah
you-
Lynn. Like,
Where are you going with
Just
this?
spawn a demon baby. I mean, it's not a demon baby. It's a normal, regular
Well,
child.
we know of, because we don't know who the father is to this
It's
child.
obviously her military husband.
who hasn't been around for 7 months? Anyway, so
Details.
And then some, because the kid was born, and then like
She's
grew.
been doing like IVF treatments or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, they
hormone
totally froze his
treatments?
sperm. It's fine.
Yeah.
So y'all have kind of pieced together something that is historically very
Unknown.
something that has never been recorded uh about Eleanor Ricketts. Probably, women scholars in Texas will not be surprised, right?
Yeah.
But, Opal, you also see like this kind of explosive kind of it's like this sort of explosive um like bit of information that is part of the zeitgeist of being like a young progressive person, right? In Texas, like
Yeah.
our beloved historical figures, gay,
Most of them,
and
yeah.
like that's
There will
something
be
that
riots in the streets.
that's something that's gonna pop on TikTok.
That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be riots.
Like people on TikTok are gonna fucking love this shit. So, it's a good opportunity to like do a little bit of teasing about
Yeah.
like Eleanor Ricketts hanging out with the maid. Were they besties? Were they lovers? Did they
Hashtag
have a
were they
baby?
roommates?
How do two women get each other pregnant? Nobody knows. And so
Was the devil involved? Who knows?
is the devil involved, as we should. Oh my God, Andy, what the fuck?
What did he post?
I can't even, I'm afraid to even say it.
Babies are not
That-
cute. First off, they're not.
Aren't women scholars in Texas hunted down and imprisoned? I mean,
That is accurate. Yes.
Yeah, but I think we're about to that point. Yeah.
Oh my God.
John
is-
is right though. It's a fantasy rendition of the great state of Texas.
Okay, to be fair, we still have progressive
fantasy.
academics in Texas.
For now.
in the
Yeah.
major
Me,
cities.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, I was about
Major
to say,
cities.
maybe where y'all live,
Oh,
Yeah.
Katie's like, not around here.
not here.
Not in these here parts.
Absolutely not. Shit.
That's the true horror. That's the real
The real
terror.
horror is the reality of Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
But there is still a zeitgeist here among us in the, great metropolitan centers that, we are gay and we're Texan and
Hell
We
yeah.
have a
keep
history.
Austin weird.
keep us in weird. Okay.
Mhm.
So,
Okay, so I think there is one thing that I would want to try and figure out is
okay.
how long after the baby died did Natalia die? And I think I could reason that out by looking at the roster that we found of when she was hired on as
Mhm.
like when she was pregnant,
hmm
and then determining based on like the photo of the child, which was taken before her death, unless it's like one of the creepy Victorian death pictures.
Ooh.
Those are so
Oh,
rare,
yeah.
though.
Because like they will literally like dress them all up, glue their eyes open, and
Either
like
that or like
take a
paint.
picture of them.
Yeah. Or paint their eyes.
Well, that's just
So
because
it
they
was the
didn't
child alive or
have.
dead in the picture.
Well, that's just because they didn't have. That meant that generally they were like poorer, and that
Yeah.
would be the only photo.
Only picture that they had.
Yeah.
So the child
Eleanor
was
is like
very
rich enough
wealthy,
that they,
so
yeah, she could
yeah.
have had pictures of the baby if she
okay.
wanted
So the baby is
to.
probably alive
We'll
in that
say,
picture.
so we'll say that there's no role involved. There's no math that we have to do. Let's say the baby lived to like, nearly 2 years. You can
Okay.
kind of tell that from like the journal
Okay.
entries or whatever.
Okay, and then we have the date that she died in Eleanor's diary.
Right.
So
What's the difference between
what's
those
the
dates?
difference then? So like obviously she was hired on approximately
Oh, when
2
did
years past.
when did
Natalia
Natalia
die?
die?
Yeah.
Let's say she died 6 months later.
Okay. So do we think that the death of the child has something to do with any sort of energy or weirdness that's going on here, or do you think it preceded? Like, is that something you can tell by, or Melly? Like, can you
Well, let's
gauge
take a
the
beat.
vibes? I guess.
Okay. So no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, like that's basically what she would ask is like, is there a way to determine like, even though like, because we didn't hear the voice that Melly did.
Right.
So like she's just trying to think like, was there already something in this house, aka eyeball spider, that may have caused the illness or the death, or like just the general despair, or was it manifested by the series
death.
of deaths and mourning and despair that would have been endured by Eleanor?
The lesbian trauma.
Yeah, the
yeah.
lesbian drama. Did
Lesbian
it
trauma
manifest
is what
some sort
Creates
of
hauntings.
Yeah.
But it can pierce through the veil of death. Sorry.
Well, Melly, you might be able to find out more with a good old
Yes.
ritual.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That and I would pose that I don't think that it had anything to do. Like I don't think this entity caused the child's death, but I can find out more, or try to find out more, tonight with my.
And do we know how Natalia died?
Could I
There's no
look it up?
indication.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
just
she was just a maid.
Would it be
But
like
she was Eleanor's
online, like a
roommate.
True.
death certificate sort of thing in public records?
Oh.
Roll an investigation. May.
Oh,
May is like, I need this information for the fanfic.
success!
Well, did she kill herself, or is this natural causes?
So
Slip and slide or
Yeah, I was about to say blood loss is a natural cause, but
you are able to cross-reference some additional records in the home and uh some online records. You determine that like you're able to pick up on the euphemisms that were used for slip and slide.
Yeah,
She
I had
likely
a
took her
feeling.
own life.
I had a feeling. That lesbian.
Melly, you hear in the back of your head, that was us.
So I'm not gonna share that. Mainly because now, like, I'm hearing this voice without having to do anything, and that's a bad
Shit.
thing. And I also am still mad at everybody. So,
Maybe
Because
it's
I-
not a bad thing.
What did
Maybe it's
I
a
do?
They
feature.
do.
well, I mean,
Not a
you know,
bug, but a feature.
not a bug, but a feature.
Hearing voices, sure.
Working as intended.
Okay. So we've kind of like developed this image of like what happened to Eleanor's beloved and their child, and we're moving, like time is slipping by, night is falling, evening comes, it is getting dark. Where are we setting up our investigation?
I'm gonna take my Ouija board to the nursery and probably some chalk and yeah, maybe a couple candles. And
Okay.
I'm gonna get set up.
Wait, Ouija board, chalk, and what?
A couple candles.
Candles. Okay. Anyone else joining Melly in the nursery?
I mean, yeah, it's not a good idea for anyone to be alone in that room.
Okay. Opal, you coming with?
Yeah.
She'll
Okay.
probably record.
I'm also getting ice cream.
Okay, but yeah, she'll probably record.
Yep.
Yeah.
For,
Recording
like,
on
what I'm
the
doing.
iPhone.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean,
Send it
because
for
you
everyone
have
to
like your cameras set up, you have like the infrared set up, but you also, it's kind of also cool to just have like this POV GoPro / iPhone kind of,
Going
yeah.
around and going around.
May, are you back at the control center?
Yeah.
May at the control center. What about Vi and Delia?
I want to check out the ballroom again still.
Mm.
And she would she's like done with the nursery. She really doesn't like the spider with the eyeball thing.
Okay.
That wasn't fun. So she's gonna kind of look at Delia and be like, so want to come with?
Yeah. And I'll bring some equipment to the ballroom as well.
Great. Ballroom set up with EMF, infrared, voice recorders everywhere. Just in case you pick up some of that, like electronic, what's it called?
EMF.
This phenomenon.
Yeah. Yeah, electronic voice phenomenon. And I do want to try tonight, before we do anything else. And this is kind of crazy,
Love it already.
but bear with me. So one of the things that I love that I've seen on ghost hunting shows is sensory deprivation.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay.
So for the uninitiated, I know that some of y'all are familiar by your responses, but some of it, like basically what they do is they will wear like these kind of like noise canceling headphones to where they can't hear anything and will blind themselves. And someone will be like in another room or another space asking questions, or in the same space, depends. And the person who is experiencing sensory deprivation is usually a sensitive, and they will be getting answers.
Or they're
So,
hooked up to like a spirit box or something.
Hooked up to a spirit box. Yeah.
do we want to do
What
that
you're
with
saying
one
is,
or both? Like me and maybe
That-
Y?
Well, I'm wondering who will bite.
I do it.
Melly's like, I'm in.
I'm already hearing voices. No,
Let's
yes.
go.
Let's do it. Wonder if it'll talk to
Vi,
me if I am sensory
I
deprived.
feel like doesn't really even need that because she's so receptive.
Yeah. And she also be very hesitant to do that in a room that she hasn't spent the night in without the sensory deprivation because she's like, I
Got it.
don't know what shit's gonna be here.
Plus
Got it.
with somebody who doesn't believe in that stuff anyway.
Yes. Okay. So In the nursery, we've got Melly and Opal. Melly has pulled these like headphones over her head to block out all noise and put on um
Opal's
a
sleep mask.
Yes,
Opal
Opal's
sleep mask.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Beautiful.
Love this.
And it's kind of like seated with oh, okay, let's combine it.
Yeah, that's what I
You're
was thinking. I've got my hands on the Ouija
you've
board.
got your hands on the Ouija board. So like ostensibly you can't even really see where your hands are moving.
Mhm.
Melly, I'm sorry, Opal, you're there to like see what is getting spelled out on that Ouija board.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Um, May back at the control center, pounding pussy, and
I threw away my Celsius can already.
It's okay. You have to blur it out anyway. So
we have to blur it out anyway.
Yeah,
Can't show it on stream.
it's
And
just like a blur here.
it's just a blur. And
Oh, this is great.
we've got Delia and Vi in the ballroom, kind of setting up, their space. So before we kind of like kick everything up and start, Vi and Delia. I know Delia, you're setting up like the technology stuff. Delia, do you carry in? I'm sorry, Vi, do you carry in any tools for your investigation, or are you just kind of going at it from a intuitive medium kind of?
So she's going in with medium. She does bring the bat though, just in case.
We love that. Okay. Um,
Babe.
let's start with the nursery. Melly, for this endeavor, I would like you to roll a dabbler in the occult, but Melly, but Opal, Faye, you have an opportunity to assist. So if you would like to roll help or hinder and see how that goes.
For soul?
For Soul. Beautiful, a success. So Melly, you have a +2.
Situational modifier. And now roll Doubler. Me occult. And that's soul, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Gorgeous. Without that assistance, you wouldn't have
I
gotten
know.
a round success.
I know. I see that.
So Opal is like kind of like surrounding you with the camera. She has helped you create a perfect seal around your eyes and around your ears, and you're using your tactile sense, your
Olfactory.
olfactory, and your taste. That's all you have available to you as you place your fingers on the planchette.
Okay. Got it.
Opal, you should ask a question now.
Is there someone in here with us? The basic
Melly,
first
you
question.
feel your hands jerking, and you feel them jerk to the corner of the board. You don't know where they land. Opal, you see on the board clearly marked yes.
Okay.
Opal's like, okay, cool. Yes.
Yes. Hi. Okay. Do I get another question?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What is your name?
This time the planchette moves clumsily. It doesn't clearly like proc letters easily. Opal, you follow it carefully though, and and what you are able to piece together is sugar.
Like, is this some sort of cyberpunk crossover?
Shut the fuck up! Oh my god, don't make me think about sugar. Talking about lesbians chugging energy drinks. Not that
That's
kind of
real-
sugar. Okay, you
the
get
real inspiration.
the way that it's spelled is SHUGR.
Okay. She's gonna ask, is there more than one person in here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did you die here?
Yes.
What year did you die?
You get the year that the baby died.
Oh, you sugar. Okay.
And then you get the year that Natalia died.
Okay. So she would do like clarifying questions like, Natalia, are you here?
Yes.
And then, is your child here?
Yes.
Is there anyone else here?
Yes.
Is
And then
Eleanor-
Melly,
Oh, go ahead.
you hear, we're here too.
I'd probably jerk at that because I'm not supposed to be hearing things.
Opal, you clock that Melly just fucking jerked.
Like, holy shit.
She would kind of like lean down and just like tap her on the shoulder.
Which makes me jerk again.
Yes.
Like, holy
I will
shit.
say that this breaks the ritual. So, like, Melly, you feel a physical touch on your shoulder, and that freaks you.
Yeah, I'm about to jump out of my skin, probably.
The headphones come off, the blindfold comes off. How do you react?
What was that?
What the fuck was that?
No, like you jumped. I asked a question and you jumped.
Because I heard an answer.
What
They
was
said,
the answer?
we are here too.
Okay, because I determined that
Beat.
Natalia.
We are here to beat. We're gonna move now to the ballroom. We've got Miss Vi and Miss Delia in the ballroom. You're set up. Vi, are you using one of your advantages to kind of click things on?
Yeah, she would try use enhanced awareness to see what's going on around her.
Go ahead and roll it.
Success.
Beautiful success. So you very clearly, like, it's already dark in here. It's nighttime. The lights are off. the darkness deepens and kind of like uh to like this claustrophobic level. In the center of the ballroom, you see this like thrumming, burgeoning, reddish dark like this spotlight. Um, as this is occurring, Delia, you feel that familiar pull, that drive to move forward. You don't see that red spot, but you look at the center of the ballroom and you think, that's where I need to be.
Okay.
Delia, do you do anything?
I'll go listening.
Vi, you watch Delia move towards that like focus of uh kind of terrifying and um gosh, I'm like losing my words on how to describe it. It's this font of like pain and terror, and Delia's like walking towards it.
Vi pops up real quick. She was sitting down, like how she starts every,
Mhm.
kind of session. And she reaches for Delia and she's like, no, don't stop. And like she's kind of shouting really loud, like louder than she probably needs to.
Delia, how do you react?
I listen.
You stop.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you say anything?
Is there something wrong with that area?
That area is not okay. We need to stay far, far, far away from it. I, I don't know what's coming from it, but something's almost like alive there. It feels like living terror almost. And she's kind of like shaking a little bit as she says this. She's never felt something this powerful.
Okay, we'll stay away.
So Vi, go ahead and roll your disadvantage for involuntary
Failure.
medium. Delia, you watch um the Vi that told you to stay away sort of crumple. Her body like loosens and then she stands upright again. And in a very confident tone, a tone that you're not used to, kind of seeing in Vi, she says, no, wait, I'm wrong. Let's go in. Let's go towards it. I think I think this is what we're meant to do. This is what you're meant to do, Delia.
What? Which one is it? Make up your mind.
No,
Salem?
no, 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 no. I was wrong. I was wrong. I got a weird vibe. It was hard. It was it was strange. There's something special about you, Delia. And I think this is it. This is how we unlock it. This is a special place. Come on, let's do
No,
it.
no. She rolls her eyes. And then she's like, no, I don't think so. What if we get the other girls in here to have a look at the space?
You're scared. I
No,
thought you didn't believe in this stuff, Delia.
I don't. But you're
Then
kind of
what's the
freaking
harm?
me out. You're freaking me out. 5 minutes ago, you're grabbing me and you never grab me. And you're like, don't go over there. And now you're like, go over there. You don't act like this, Vi, ever. I don't like it.
Vi moves kind of between you and the exit. Vi, go ahead and roll to engage in combat.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I was thinking of something else. Okay, so yeah, partial success.
Okay. So Vi shoves you backwards. Um uh Delia.
Can I do the same thing back?
Yeah, well, I doubt that you were expecting this, so I'll say you can first roll to. Yeah, I mean, you get a counterattack. So go ahead. So you're shoving her right back?
I think at first I'd be like, what the hell? And then I would shove her back.
Okay. So Vi, no, Delia, you are, kind of like knocked backwards and you stumble into the center of the ballroom and you kind of land on your back. Vi, you stumble backwards, you hit your back against the wall, and you're back.
Vi, what the hell? What is wrong with you?
Am I seeing all this?
Yeah, May, you can see this happening.
I grab my head and moan a little and just she's disoriented for a moment. She doesn't know what's going on. She like had a dream like vision of what was going on, but
Hmm.
it's all clouded, it's like staticky.
Uh,
What happened?
You told me don't go to the middle, don't go over there. And then next thing I know, you're like, yeah, let's go over there. Let's go over there together. And then you shoved me.
May over the radio is like, y'all good? Over?
Like, no, we need to get out of here now. That wasn't me. Um, she tries to grab Delia and start pulling her towards the exit.
Delia, do you allow yourself to be helped up?
Oh, I'm scared of her now. Yeah, I think so.
What about the bat?
Hmm. I think Vi like grabs it as she's running out. She would have had it close to her.
The door slams in your face.
Is May gonna holler at us now? Or does she think that we're still doing like our ritual to let us know what's going on down there?
What?
May's look of like confusion.
Sorry.
It looked like she was looking at both cameras. She was like, what are they doing over there? No, what are they doing?
Yeah. Like, oh no.
You got these people jumping around and freaking out, and then you got these people pushing each other. What's happening?
Yeah.
Or at the very least hollering at them. Yeah, oh my gosh, because you
May
saw the
you
doors.
catch in the camera that like had been set up in the upstairs uh
Like hallway?
yeah, the
Or
upstairs hallway. You find it's like this tall, kind of like dark shadow. It's staticky. It's hard to focus on. It seems to be moving around.
is it heading towards like one of the rooms? Or heading from one of the
It
rooms?
seems like it's heading towards the nursery.
Shit. Uh, to who's in the nursery again? Sorry.
Melly
Melly
and
and
Opal.
Opal, okay. She'll get on the walkie-talkie. Melly, Opal, there's something in the hallway heading towards y'all. I don't know if you can check that out or not.
I haul Melly's ass off the ground so fast. And like,
We both kind of face the door.
yeah.
Like,
And
Did
like,
you have
I'll
the door
open it.
open or closed? It was closed. You open
Yeah,
the
it was
door.
closed.
You see in front of you, twice as tall
Ooh.
as he normally is,
No!
your dear friend.
I slam the door. I slam the
Randall.
fucking door. I slam the door. And like literally scream.
I had to probably try to say that on the radio because Vi has the bat, but at this
Just like
point
Randall.
Randall is not human.
Code Randall! Code Randall!
But at the same time, like I fling the door open and I want to attack him with inner power. Like I'm kind of mad and losing my shit
Cool.
right now.
Roll it.
Let's see what happens. Hope it works. Nothing else is working for me tonight. Okay. Cool.
Beautiful.
At least hit him.
So you open the door? Or you hold the door open, right?
Yeah, I fling
Okay.
the door open.
Okay. So before you is kind of like the top half of Randall. Kind of
Okay.
wearing that like kind of like generic stripy polo shirt. You know, normal balding Randall. His face looks kind of like sunken. Like eyes drooping. And then kind of like the shirt tears away, revealing like kind of like a cutoff or whatever, revealing like the space down to his navel. Below the navel, there is just this curtain of meat and a set of 8 long, spiny, chitinous legs.
So he's like the Scorpion King, but not hot.
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
Is that what I'm hearing here? Okay.
Oh my god.
That's what you're hearing. One of let's see, Melly, you surprising Opal, I'm sure. You like what does it look like when you use your kind of like witch powers to injure this thing?
So I would imagine that again, this isn't Harry Potter, so I don't think
Mhm.
it's very like you see a splash of sparkly light or anything. Like
Right.
it's not like green light arcing to this
Right.
entity, but I do feel like it would be more unseen and then still
Mhm.
like kind of like a force that hits him, like almost like a wall
Okay.
of like invisible something that smacks the shit out of him.
Okay. So like Opal, you watch your friend Melly like unleash this like thrumming force and it like bludgeons the fuck out of this
Randall
Randall,
King.
smashing it against the back wall, making it's like very hard chitinous legs like become like encrusted into the wall, like shattering the delicate, antique wall.
I'm
And
I'm
Uh,
recording the whole thing.
Delicate antique wall, they're usually made of plaster.
oh, plaster.
Like
Okay, I'm
yeah,
glad.
I've
So it's wrecking the plaster.
Let
plastered
me
wood.
let me tell you about the walls of my apartment. I can't nail anything into those shits because they're made of plaster. It's like
Mm-mm.
horsehair plaster.
Oh my god.
I don't know what that means.
It
So
means
they
that
would
they put
mix horsehair
horsehair
with the hat.
with the
Literal
plaster.
horsehair?
Literal horsehair
Literal
because it made it
horsehair.
stronger.
Yeah. Like you can't you like if you're
I don't like
nailing
this.
something into that, it like starts like
Falling
chipping
apart?
away. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's real
So
tough.
the wall is scratched up.
Yeah.
It doesn't cave in.
Oops.
And but you have a clear way to, skedaddle.
And I would like to skedaddle.
Okay. Um, the other
Bragging
two, y'all are on
purposes.
the first floor in the ballroom, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So the two of you kind of like swing by Mega Randall as it like turns to like skitter behind you. The two of you should roll to keep it together because that's a pretty
Wait,
fucked up thing to witness.
didn't
Yeah.
the doors were closed?
Yeah, they got slammed shut.
Yeah, are
Yeah,
we
the
keeping
door's
it together or are
closing.
they keeping it together?
For now, I need
Everyone?
Melly
Okay.
and Opal to
Okay.
roll to keep it together.
Cool. Oh, finally, I did something successfully.
Yay!
Melly and Opal, against all odds, the two of you are keeping your shit together as
That
you
witch
mean,
power is
honestly-
rubbing through me and I am mad.
I feel like this is kind of validating for Opal because, like,
Randall is a
Dante
I
bitch.
fucking knew that he wasn't normal, like a normal stalker.
Okay.
Like, cause like there was always just like something that made me like extra creeped out by it. Cause like she
Sure.
probably has a couple other people that are like a little too enthused about her,
Sure.
but like Randall.
Melly, you hear in the back of your head, your friend thinks Randall is always like this, but we made him like this.
I say, God damn it. I'm running down the stairs with her.
What?
So now we return to the ballroom. The two we've got Vi and Delia. The door has slammed shut. As much as you try to like rattle the doorknob and pull it, it seems to be immovable.
I'm gonna call over the walkie. We need help in here. We're locked in.
Locked in where?
Ballroom.
Okay. Well, that's where
Wait.
I'm heading.
Yep.
Where I head to the door, try to get it open. If I have to, I'm gonna try to blast that sucker open too.
Don't break the fucking door. Please.
I think it's a little late for worrying about the structure of the house.
I think so too. I didn't worry about it to begin with.
Oh god. Okay.
In the center of the ballroom, I don't know if either of you turn back to look. You hear like this kind of like fizzling, sizzling kind of sound. Or are you just focused on getting the door open? This is for Vi and Delia.
Vi would be like looking between both, like the door and what's happening behind her, because she doesn't want to get caught off guard.
I'd probably be focusing on the door, wondering why it was open.
Vi, you see kind of like emerging out of the center of the ballroom, this tall, kind of priestly figure. It's sort of humanoid-ish, except it has long fingers and long black nails, held together as if in prayer. It is 8, maybe 9 feet tall. Um, it's got like pieces of its skin have been kind of like cut away or ripped away. And like metal rings have been looped into like the exposed flesh, and hanging from those rings are long chains that expand through the entirety of the room.
Sounds worse than
I
Randall.
You should
a
roll to
little.
keep it together.
Um, partial success.
Okay. You will lose 1 stability. What feeling are you
Uh,
feeling?
she's she's gonna be scared, like scared as
Terror.
shit.
Yeah.
Um, she's gonna be like calling over the walkie, like, need you guys to hurry up in here. Like, I don't know what's going on, but we're fucked. We're definitely fucked.
Definitely fucked. Okay.
What do you mean? The door's just locked.
She would like tap on Delia's shoulder and just like point to where the creature is.
Do I see?
Delia, you see the creature. Its like eyelids have been cut away so that its eyes are permanently gazing. Um, Delia,
Oh,
we have been waiting for you for so long. Both
May's
of
just watching this.
both of you should roll to keep it together.
I feel like May has seen
Oh wait,
all of
Vi,
it.
you
She
already
should
had.
roll to
You
keep
already
it
did.
I was gonna say I did my
Yeah.
turn.
fine.
Just casually sipping pussy.
Delia, take 1 stability damage. What's the feeling that's sweeping Delia right now?
Scared.
Ter Terror. Okay.
Yeah. And she's
Um,
neurotic now, so it's like double intensified.
mhm. May, you are able, like the spaces where they see Mega Randall and this other entity to you, like seem like these spots of darkness with like static and like pixelation, and like no matter what you do to kind of focus the image, it's hard to pick up exactly what it is, but it's clear that there's something there.
Right. And they're in 2 different locations.
Yep. Yeah,
Are
the
they
Mega Randall is like chasing your Opal and Melly down the stairs.
would they be coming past the command center
Sure.
in that case?
Yeah.
We're pulling out our phone to see if that changes anything, just seeing that they're coming that way. If they like if a phone camera
Oh,
would
we'll
be
record it.
different than yeah. Cause like I'm guessing we probably use like a DSLR or something for the others.
As far as you can tell, recording with the phone camera, it seems to be recording it as you see it.
Okay. So she'll make sure to like sideways video it.
I love how we're being chased and she's like, "You're doing great, sweetie."
Just keep it up.
But like she's like whispering like fuck.
So the two of you stop right by the ballroom, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Randall catches up to you,
Can I
and
jump aside and let him slam
That's
into
what I
the
want to do
door?
too. I'm glad we're on the same page. I want him barreling, and I want to jump sideways.
both of you roll to act under pressure.
And we get
Please,
a
God.
modifier, right? For that, or was
No,
it
that's for
avoid
endure
harm?
injury.
Okay,
No,
all
avoid
right,
harm.
gotcha.
I
Okay,
break a nail.
Melly, you very easily like,
She
you know,
trips.
um, Opal, you you slide past the door easily, but then your phone goes like hurtling out of your hand and into the darkness.
And obviously shatters because iPhone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Mega Randall slams into the door. It doesn't blow it off its hinges or anything, but it is sort of like kind of like dazed by the other slam. You hear gurgling out of its like slack mouth. Opal Faye, you'll be mine, Opal Faye. It
Never, you creep!
it launches one of its like sharp, spindly spider legs at Melly. Melly, roll to avoid harm. Remember, you have a +1. Okay, partial success. So it doesn't like seriously harm you, but you may sustain some harm. Go ahead and roll to endure injury with a +1.
Oh, it asks me how much harm did I suffer.
Oh, we'll say 2 harm. Partial success. So are you like manage to not let it like pierce through your torso and get your lung or something, but it causes a laceration across your arm. Go ahead and add laceration to your wounds.
Is that a serious wound?
Yes.
Serious wound. Okay. I guess. Oh, laceration. I can type that. All right.
Nice spray, Randall, with spider spray.
Yes. Love it.
Yeah, with the bug spray?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you spray Randall with the bug spray. Do you want to light it on fire? That might be more effective than like just a spray.
Yes.
I
If
mean,
you
I
s-
want.
if you set it on fire, I will let you roll for combat. If you don't set it on fire, it like just draws the attention to you.
That might not be the worst thing though for them. Um, it's just gonna burn the house down.
Oh,
We'll
see,
see. We'll see how the roll goes.
somebody
trapped in
working.
a
I mean, that's
ballroom.
what we do.
That's what we do in cults. We burn the houses down.
I thought that was Call of Cthulhu. Sorry, Andy.
Oh no, honey. I don't think I've
All
ended
of
a
it.
single cult story without someone's
House
house burning
burning.
down.
Even the cannibal one?
Yeah,
Even the
there was
cannibal
fire.
one.
There's a
They
lot of
burned
fire.
down an entire town, Brent style.
Oh my god!
Brent would
Why
have
would?
loved that shit.
Oh my god!
Every inch of the town
Would've.
reduced to cinders.
No, we're not gonna light it on fire.
Oh man. Okay.
I know.
Dang it.
I'm sorry.
So you spray it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
you
and still have the camera just like
okay. You are on your spider extermination shit, and it like turns um to look at you. we'll take a beat and revisit the ballroom. Um, the thing has extended its hands. Delia, come. There is something in you that knows this is where you belong. You are destined to help us weaken the barrier between purgatory and Elysium. That is why you are here.
Delia kind of crouches down and just starts saying, I don't believe, I don't believe, I don't believe. I don't...
This isn't real. This isn't real.
Yeah.
Vi hoist the bat so like she's at the ready just in case it gets, to them, even though
Mhm,
she's not sure how much damage this thing is really gonna do.
mhm. Oh, Vi. You really think you can hurt something like me with a piece of wood and some nails?
Let's say it does have names.
It's like I can certainly fucking try.
I value your courage. Delia, snap the fuck out of it. A chain kind of whips up and strikes Delia. Delia, roll to avoid harm. You have a +1.
Oh, I didn't get to add +1, but it wouldn't have mattered.
It sure would.
This like heavy chain, kind of like each link kind of has like little spikes and bumps on it, and it crashes into you. Roll to endure injury. Again, you have a +1.
How much harm?
3 harm.
Where do I add the plus the modifier? Because it's not
At
added.
the-
You do it before, so you can just roll it, and we'll add the 1.
Okay. It's a 3. Oh, it's
Oh
not a
God.
failure.
It went.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you receive a critical wound. Um, you are well, actually, you can choose if you are knocked out, or you receive a wound, a critical wound, or if you die.
I mean, I know I probably will die, but not this way.
Okay.
I want to say a critical wound.
Okay. So this like chain like lifts up, comes crashing down. You try to like shield yourself from it, and it hits you on the arm, like causing like a painful break.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and you can put like broken arm or whatever on your sheet under critical wound. If you receive another critical wound, you cannot receive another critical wound, in other words. Like it'll escalate.
You'll be DED.
You can save yourself and your friends.
She's gonna ask Vi, what do I do?
Can Vi like try to use one of her advantages to see if she can figure anything out, or
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I
okay.
think magical intuition would be a good one.
Yeah.
A success. So you can use 2. But I can tell you about this creature's true nature. I think that's relevant.
Yeah, that would be really helpful.
Okay. So, your intuitive sensitivity to this kind of shit is kicked into high gear, and you absorb all of this like information about this thing. You know that it is uh a powerful servant of the forces that govern purgatory. It is sort of like a priest. Um, it's powerful, but it's not immortal. It could be destroyed or killed. But it is
Okay.
powerful.
Do I have like any inklings on what harms it?
You know that swinging your bat at it would harm it.
Okay. I would take and do that. Like, I would just run at it and try to smash into it.
Okay, roll to engage in combat. Beautiful round success. You run forward, avoiding the chains that kind of kick up as they attempt to trip you up and knock you down, and you smash your bat into it. Um, its exposed flesh is like shredded by the nails. It screeches and kind of stumbles backward as you attack. We'll take a beat back to the hallway.
So you said he's distracted now,
hmm
because of the spider spray.
hmm
Um, I want to attack with inner power again now that he's not like he's distracted.
Go for it.
Also,
And
also,
take a +1 for the distraction.
perfect. This one, inner power. Oh fuck. Figures. Oh, well, I am hurt, so that makes sense.
Okay. So everyone in the vicinity. So that's you, that's Randall, that's May, and that's
Oh,
Opal. All of you roll to endure injury.
and we get +1 for that, right?
You all get a +1.
Okay.
It says how much
How
harm
much
did you
harm?
suffer? Two?
2 harm.
Two harm, okay.
We
So plus
So
3
everybody has a partial success.
11.
Opal, May, and Melly, right?
Yeah,
You all let's see.
serious wound.
Yeah, so you will all receive a serious wound. We'll say you have like, deep bruising.
Makes sense.
Randall is knocked against the wall. You see that a couple of its legs have been cracked and broken, and it's like kind of struggling to stay up. Um, it is going to make another attack. It sees Melly, that Melly is like the one that's dealing out this damage, and it'll attack again against Melly. Melly, roll to avoid harm
with my +1.
with your +1. Failure.
Okay.
So go ahead and take roll to
Endure.
endure injury. Okay, got a +1 to it.
What's
And it'll
the?
be 2 harm.
Oh my gosh.
Failure. So you can either be knocked out. Oh wait, you don't have a critical wound, right?
No, I don't have a critical wound yet.
Okay, so you receive a critical wound.
Okay.
It actually like pierces through your torso, and like it goes in and out. And so now you have like a hole in your torso and you're starting to bleed out.
A jagged one at that, since it's got crab legs.
It's got crab legs,
Okay.
and it is extraordinarily painful.
Yeah, I bet. Um, Sure wish I
Alright,
had my drugs at this point.
At this point, Opal is angry and would like to confront Mega Randall, and just like start cussing him the fuck out.
Fuck
Like,
yeah,
get the fuck
cussing
away
the
from my
fuck
friends right
out.
now. And like, I don't know, like, if she can just grab some, like, at this point she's like, you know what, fuck it, and grabs like some sort of antique, like, I don't know if it's like a vase or like a, like random sword on the wall or what.
Well, you
and
know
she's
what?
just like,
What I think, Opal, I think this is a very cool moment. Go ahead and roll your ice cold advantage.
all right.
God dang it.
So
Oh,
you get an
um,
edge. You can put him in a bad situation and fuck him up.
Yeah.
So you can, I think I like put someone in a bad position.
Yeah. To where,
So
like, in order for him to attack other people, he'd have to go through me, and I am the target of his obsession.
okay, you are cussing him the fuck out. The few like living neurons that remain inside of like this necrotic monstrosity are like and they're like, oh boy, don't say that. Oh boy, I love you. And you are now the focus. Anybody that tries to attack Randall will get will get a +2. So right now, Melly, if you want to use your attack, you will have a +2. If you want to use your witching attack.
I think I will try it one more time before I
Okay,
bleed to death. Try to
good
save
call.
my friends. So +2 inner power. Okay, cool. And I whack it.
Beautiful.
18.
A beautiful success. Without that would
That
have been a
+2.
12 without it. Yeah.
Well, I still think it would have been a partial success, but
A partial success. Okay, you're right, you're right. Okay.
yeah.
So, you again unleash this like, and it like severs like these um like tendons and ligaments that were kind of keeping it together, and it breaks apart. And there's like a crab part that's like on the ground. There's a still somehow conscious part that's crawling towards Melly, leaving behind this trail of gore. I'm sorry, crawling towards Opal, leaving this trail of gore. Oh, oh, oh,
Stomp.
Opal.
I kicked him
Stomp.
in the face.
Stop.
Like-
The three of you take turns like kicking him into a pile. Okay.
Yes.
Back to the ballroom. Enough playing. Delia, it's time for you to make a choice. Come with me. Learn what you can become, or I will slaughter every one of your friends here.
Oh. She's gonna look and buy. What should she do? Like, that's the look on her face. Because she doesn't want anyone else to die. Melly's in the next room, you know?
I'm desperately
Like-
trying to get to you, even if I am mad at you for taking the drugs.
Vi just takes that as a signal to beat the shit out this thing more and to try to take more like attacks against it.
Okay, roll to
And she
engage in
just like
combat.
shakes her head.
A partial
Success.
success. So you again you shred like more of its flesh away. It stumbles. It's like bleeding, but not. I mean, it's bleeding. It's weird, gross, thick blood. That's like not really human blood. And you but it catches you with one of the chains. Roll to avoid. Well, no, roll to endure injury. You have a +1,
Okay.
and it'll be 3 harm.
Mm. Partial success.
Yeah, so you are able to so you are not seriously wounded by it, but it like knocks you prone. So now you're on your back. Uh Delia, you see it holds in its hand like this grub. It's about the size of like a I don't know why this popped into my head, but it's about the size of a hamburger. And um it holds it in its like long, gross, taloned hand. Partake, Delia. Partake and seal your destiny.
I just want to grab Vi and because you said she knocked her prone, can I grab
Yeah,
her
she's on her back.
towards the door?
You help her up.
Yeah.
Or do you just like drag her across the floor?
I mean, either way
Probably a
works.
Yeah.
fairly smooth floor.
Whatever's
Drag
the
her.
fastest.
You drag her towards the door.
Yeah.
While she's trying to get up.
Okay. The thing moves forward towards the two of you, giving Vi another chance to attack again.
Vi goes for it.
Okay, roll. Beautiful.
Success.
How the fuck is Vi
She
this
is
fucking
kicking
bad
ass.
bitch? I love
Yeah.
this. Okay. So you launch yourself forward, avoiding the chains, and your the like kind of spiked uh kind of head of the bat connects with the thing's head, like sending out, like flecks of gore throughout the space. And whatever like magical or paranormal or supernatural force that was holding closed the door, it like fails, and Melly, you manage to like force it open. And so now all of you gathered at the door are able to see this thing in this space with its chains surrounding the area. May in the back.
You're doing great again.
Just like hands shaking a little.
Oh my gosh.
Opal would be proud.
I want so bad to like try to hurt it with my stuff, but I don't want to hurt anybody else.
It's risk and reward.
I know, but Kimmy will die if she takes a critical one.
She might. She might not.
Okay, well, I want while I'm standing here, like holding my
Mhm.
hand over this thing in my chest, like I wanna try to attack
Go for it.
You got this.
Beautiful.
I do got this.
You send out another kind of like crushing wave, and this thing, which is like clutching its gross head and its gross claws, tumbles backward even more. Um, Clearly, it did not expect um Miss
Girl power.
yeah, he did not expect the
The
power of
Powerpuff
girl.
Girls.
So it stumbles backward. It's like oozing this like gross, thick juice. Um, it gives a glance to the 5 of you. Delia, you can't run forever. one day we'll meet again when you're ready.
Oh, fuck off.
Partake.
That's exactly what I'm gonna say too.
Opal,
Fuck
Opal,
off.
go ahead and roll your ice cold edge again. Your ice cold advantage. Partial success. You've got 2 edges. So right now, anyone who attacks against the um the entity gets a +2.
I think I want to do it and like look at Vi because I want her.
Vi's gonna go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Okay,
gonna let her whack
Can I-
it and
can we do a combo?
yes, combo.
Okay, so
Imbue the baseball bat
Yeah.
with Witchy power.
Yes!
right.
And
So
here I was just gonna throw the spider can.
At this point, you should freaking fire flame it right now.
no, all of it. So, Maid, are you going to engage in combat in some way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw the spider thing
Oh,
at
sorry.
the can at him.
Oh, okay, got it.
Fastball it.
So I'm gonna say that that's a help or hinder. So roll to help or hinder, Maid,
Okay.
and you get a +2.
Hell yeah. Oh, what
We'll say violence.
violence? Okay.
A little violence as a treat.
It's a
As
treat.
a treat.
As a
Failure.
Failure.
Huh.
So the thing like bonks off of its head and like strikes one of the chains and like explodes. Like there's like a little spark from the chain and it like explodes, engulfing the room in flames.
I'm sorry. I
Fantastic.
spilled my drink.
Okay, now, Opal Faye,
Oh,
you
shit,
told it,
everywhere.
fuck you, as it was like
Yeah.
delivering its like monologue, and it's
Yeah.
like taken aback. It's like holding its nails up to its chest, like, what?
You need a
And
manicure.
for real.
Man.
And now, there's this fire starting to blaze. Not
Like you do.
close enough for it to like to hurt it, but it's spreading in the room. Vi and Melly make eye contact, and they're like, "It's go time." Melly, you like ravel the bat in, your powerful your powerful aura or whatever. Do you want to go ahead and roll?
Sure.
Both of you roll to engage in combat, and both of you have a +2, thanks to Opal.
Cool.
Melly, I don't think you rolled with your +2, right?
I think
Or you did?
I don't know.
Success.
Vi is
Okay.
just like a fucking
Can't
machine.
remember.
I know.
Oh,
Like, who
know
knew
she
that
is.
Vi was?
Probably.
What's really funny is that like I put some in violence.
quiet
It's
one.
just not seeming
You
to
know what?
do anything.
Softball.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what's funny?
Softball.
I have 0 violence. These are all just really good rolls.
Wow,
Good
that's
luck.
nuts.
Damn, girl.
it's meant to be.
So I'm gonna say, Melly, that at this point you like deplete yourself.
Yeah.
You like
Tuckered
put
out.
everything you've got into this last thing, and you
Stumble
you
towards.
collapse.
Well, I want to stumble towards Delia because I know
Mhm.
she's hurt, but I'm gonna stumble over
Oh.
to her and then kind of drop down beside her.
Okay. You drop beside her. Vi, again, like a fucking Olympian, like rushes forward, leaping over chains, leaping up, and brings down her
Imbued
bat of
bat.
justice down against the thing. It
Smite.
it like tears cleanly in half, like a as if it was made of like paper mache. There's like a crispy crunch as it like comes undone, and its goopy innards like spray into the room as you kill this priest of purgatory.
Great.
You
Go
fucking
team.
did it.
Let's get the fuck out of here because his house is on fire.
How about we try to put the fire out?
Well, I can't do much. I'm hurt.
Yeah, you're dying.
I'm dying.
There is a fire extinguisher
There is
opal.
a fire. Okay, I will
Yeah,
do
let's-
that.
I don't care about this house. I still don't care about this house. Cannot stress this enough.
We can't burn down the lesbian's house, okay? So like, if she like goes and grabs the fire extinguisher and tries to put the fire out. Do I
The
need to
5
roll?
of you, after you put the fire out, sitting on the curb in front of the house, smoke kind of like trickling out one of the side windows, the summer moon rising up into the sky, and the 5 of you realize that you have finally convinced
Delia, that this shit's real.
Delia that this shit is real. Congratulations. You have survived our Ghoulie Girls Beyond the Veil adventure.
Sure could use one of my pills, though.
I'll get you some vodka. Don't worry.
Clutching my shoulder still.
Cracks open an energy drink.
Thank you for watching those that did. And we'll see you sometime soon, I'm sure, for another adventure with the Ghoulie Girls.